All right, so this is my second time making this video. I made it like another time before, no shit, but I hated it. I was way too quiet. The lighting was garbage. Not that the lighting's better now, because, you know, guess who forgot to take his tripod out of his luggage that he put in his car and shipped back to Michigan? So we are going back to square one. Anyway, today's video is going to be about how I like to put it, the art of not giving a fuck, of just no longer caring. It's such a cliche topic, if I'm being honest. Like it's like, guys, stop caring what people think about you. Be strong. That's not what the fuck this is. It's just like, I want to share my experience in that. As someone who used to care a lot, like a lot, about what people thought of me and other people's perception of who I am as a person, how I act, what I stand for, what I do in my day, I'm here to tell you that does not matter. It's kind of like a retrospective on my experience throughout college so far, and my experience moving out, graduating high school, all of this, right? I'm moving back to Michigan in how many days? 3. I'm in the last week of my internship, and I haven't made videos because I realized that, holy shit, I need to experience this without a camera. I need to experience this in a way where there's nothing interfering with my perception and with my evolution and with my growth. And it sounds dramatic, I know, like it sounds really stupid, but it's true. And I could not have gotten this experience, and I could not have grown this way without my ability to stop giving a fuck. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start off at high school. High school culture dies the second you're given that diploma. I guess you could see it like nobody matters, nobody cares, and you're never gonna see these people a day in your life ever again. And that's the best fucking thing. Oh my God. So after high school, you're on your own. But that's literally the best part. You're by yourself. You can do whatever you want. You could pursue whatever you want, explore whatever you want. There's no one whispering in your ear or looking over your shoulder, seeing what you're doing. For example, in high school, I did not do theater or film because I was afraid of what certain people would think about me. Why? What did that serve me? That didn't serve me at all. Now I'm sitting here without those experiences. And why did I miss out on those experiences? Because I cared about what people thought about me. Because in high school culture, if you're anything but the norm, you're suddenly like the weirdest person alive. It's the dumbest concept in the world. I hate the whole idea of like, oh, it's only people who peaked in high school, blah, 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 blah. Like, let's not demean people while bringing up this point. But truly, you're not, and you shouldn't be, the best version of yourself in high school. You should be able to experiment with whatever you're interested in. You should be able to pursue it however you want. I guess the moral of this point is like, once you're out of high school, nothing matters. You don't have to give a fuck anymore about the people, the place, the culture, what you thought was normal, because in high school, that's your world, you know? What you think matters doesn't in the long run. I talked to 2 people from high school. They're my best friends, Isabella and my friend Noor. They're my best friends. These next points don't really like focus on a specific part of your life. They don't really focus on college, moving out, blah, blah, blah. Embarrassment isn't real. I said this in my video of when I was trying to like feel at home in California, and following that and ingraining that in my head has genuinely turned me into such a different person. Embarrassment is nothing but people's temporary perception of who you are. Let's say you are in public, right? You just got off work, you're rushing to get home because you're pissed off, you just want to relax. You trip and fall. 5 people see you. 3 people laugh, 2 people are concerned. Are you going to feel embarrassed? Yeah. Is that going to last forever? No. Are those people going to remember that you fell? Maybe, but they're not going to really they're not going to focus on it for their entire day or their entire life. And if they do, they're weird. That concept applies to most, if not all, types of embarrassment. You shouldn't care about what you look like doing certain things. I'd rather look stupid doing something that I genuinely love and am passionate about rather than be scared of doing it because of other people's perception of me and live with never doing it again. Why? There's no point. Do what you love. People's thoughts, good or bad, don't matter. Just do what you love. Like this YouTube channel. I can name like 20 people that I'm afraid of finding this, and maybe they'll screen record it and send it to their friends and laugh, ha ha he he. So what? So what? Those 20 people, they can screenshot it, they can post it on TikTok, post it on Instagram, post it again on YouTube to make fun of me. That doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, because who are those people? Nobody. It's plain. How long are you gonna take, man? Damn. All right, now that that's over, the way you live your life, the way you speak, whatever you do in your life is just self-expression. That's all it is. That's what everything is. Everything is self-expression. And people who don't approve of your self-expression or aren't supportive of your self-expression are not people, I almost said things, are not people you need in your life. It might hurt. Who knows? Maybe this person is a friend or a family member. But as soon as they're out of your life, you feel like this 30 million pound weight fly off your shoulders, you know? It just makes you realize you never needed that person, ever. Because if they don't approve of who you are at your happiest, why would you want them around you? Next point. Living for yourself is the only way you can be happy. I didn't say be selfish. I didn't say be self-centered. I said live your life based off of you. Don't live for other people, because the moment you start living for other people is the moment you don't have a life anymore. That's not a life. You should live for yourself. Live for your own interests, live for your own happiness, because who else is going to give it to you? Nobody. Being selfish sometimes is a good thing. Being selfish to better yourself is good. Being self-centered is not good. That's the bad side of being selfish, but that's not what we're talking about. In this sense, time matters, but not in the way you think. Time doesn't matter in the sense you're like, oh shit, it's too late for me to pursue this interest or pursue this career or to do this thing. It's never too late for anything. If you want to do it, do it. The only way time matters is when you start. You know the one day or day one thing? Make your day one come faster. Don't say, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do that. One day. Why are you putting it off? For me, it was because of fear. I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. And that's the entire topic of this video. A lot of the times I picked day one instead of one day, I finally overcame the just the thought process and the mental of, oh, what's so-and-so going to think about me if I start a YouTube channel? Because this was one of my one days. This entire channel has been one of my one days. I probably should have started YouTube when I started high school. Maybe if I started in high school, maybe my content would go out to more people. Maybe I would be able to do this for a living. Who knows? But because I was worried about other people, I started this channel in 2024. And because I gave so much of a fuck, I started late. That was not worth it. And for the final idea, I feel like I'm literally slinking down on this fucking couch. Let me stand up a little bit. You have to almost revisit your younger self and make them happy in a sense. Let's say you were interested in this niche hobby, and this niche hobby got you made fun of when you were little, and then you stopped pursuing that niche hobby because you were bullied for it and you didn't want to be bullied anymore. Are those people in your life anymore? No. If they are, get rid of them. It's not that hard. You should explore the passion as an adult. However you get a hold of your childhood passion that you dumbed down for the sake of other people, you should explore that as an adult, because that will kind of heal something within you. And again, this entire video might sound dramatic, might sound cringy, might sound bullshit or cliche, but overcoming all of this helped me so much in just not caring anymore. For example, when I was a kid, I was really into video games, specific type of video games, Nintendo games, Minecraft, Roblox, whatever it was, Terraria. But in my schools, the popular games were Call of Duty and GTA. And I ended up buying those games and playing them because the people I hung around played them too. Not because I enjoyed them. That did nothing for me. What have I done now? I've ended up doing a full 180, going back to all these like childish games and just collecting them and enjoying them and making a hobby out of it. I collect video games. I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. I always catch myself sitting down. I'm like, Mason, what was stopping you from doing this when you were like 12? Oh, wait. The people you were afraid were going to make fun of you. Do you talk to any of those people anymore? No. Who? And I think a lot of this stems from like childhood and grade school and the culture around that, and how sometimes you might do something you don't actually enjoy just to fit in. A lot of this self-consciousness does come from that. And once you leave that environment, everything kind of opens up to you, and that's the best part. That's why I started this video off with saying high school culture doesn't matter, because high school culture is the last taste of K through 12 culture that you'll get. Once you enter college, none of this happens. If you have a bully in college, your bully is pathetic. I'm sorry. Who is bullying in college at their big age? I don't know who is. But college is the type of thing where you get in, get out, mind your business, make your friends. That's it. You get your bag, get your degree, and dip. That's all it is. And throughout that time, just be yourself. And oh my God, this plane. Oh my God. And like the whole premise, like as I was saying, the whole premise of this is just to be yourself. And it sounds so stupid. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It sounds stupid. It sounds like a Disney Channel freaking fiction. But being yourself is literally the only way to live. And that's the only way you'll be happy while you're living on this fucking rock. And it took me years to figure that out. And I think I finally broke out of that when I started this channel. And that's a full circle moment for me. And I wanted to share. Because me not giving a fuck anymore led me to this. Stop giving a fuck. Scene. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am out of here in a couple days, and I'll be back in Michigan. I'm gonna be able to see Isabella. I'm gonna be able to see Noor, Hamsini, my cousins, everybody. I'm excited. It's very bittersweet, but you know, good things happen when you live for yourself. So I don't think this is gonna be the last good thing in my life. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna go play some Half-Life. Amazing game. Oh my God, my coworker brought it up to me, and it's a really good freaking game. Go play if you have Steam. Anyway, good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever.